Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall selection back in 05 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing is Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Carolina getting set to take the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action with Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The numbers for Jeffrey from last week, 3 catches, 87 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a first down on that one.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but now it's 3rd and goal.
What's that?
3rd and goal, Jackson. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive lineman, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Smith. And it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 18 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. Check three.
Now they'll run on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
My 55.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Able to find Isabella. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On 3rd down, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the throw right sideline here is complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Smith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Smith hands off to Geis. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. On the draw, this is West. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
I got you.
A first down carry for Henry. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. From the 36, Jackson firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game. And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team. On 1st down, it's West, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it? It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play. Now on 2nd and 13, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K'Wan Short picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the 50, it's Smith. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
line. 15 line.
53. You want this? 53's the mark. 53.
Here's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right? Where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just put your foot in the ground and go, except there was no place to put his foot in the ground, and there was no place to go. No room to roam.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Goal down for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10, Smith again. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. It's Geis on the counter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's West, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
The Broncos on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
56-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That good for 19 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now Jackson on first down, and he whips that one incomplete there. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man, here is Hamilton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's just me and you.
On first down, it's Smith. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, but it'll be second down. On second and 10, Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Here's Smith. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Jackson now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Jackson now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
So we have reached halftime here and a good one. 10-10 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
52's the mark.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
On second down, Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Smith. It's Hill, complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
60 Pittsburgh.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Smith to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll run it again with Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From the gun on third down, Jackson. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll find Everett there, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Derrick Henry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
He may try and run for this. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Running from the gun with Henry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyus Bowser, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin here with a run by West. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Go! 60-or.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith over the middle, and it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Watch out for him on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 38, Smith. This one caught by Isabella. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got Jack Doyle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And this one complete to Charkandrick West. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Again, Smith. Looking for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, that one into the hands of Hamilton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again to Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw in film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. This for the lead in the final stages. Vinatieri's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. On 1st and 10, Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Smith. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. From the 50, it's Smith.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The end result, 21 yards. He's back to throw. He finds West. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Back to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
From the red zone now, Smith. Got it complete to West. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Smith now to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. Third down, here's Geis. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Smith. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Gold to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.